postal service issue in the Tenderloin? Are the red line some areas or something? Do they?
I'm sorry?
What is the postal service issue in the Tenderloin?
They don't deliver mail to individualized mailboxes in the Tenderloin in a lot of buildings. They'll just in the SROs. In the SROs. And now Tommy, help me on this a little bit. There's a requirement. We have a city requirement that building owners provide boxes. Separate mail slots. But these guys are refusing to deliver to these boxes. So my position was, well, wait a minute. If you can deliver mail to the St. Regis or the Four Seasons, and that's because they said, oh, it's a hotel. Well, you can deliver to the Four Seasons, those residences upstairs. And the St. Regis, you can deliver to these guys. And that's something we try. Because think about it. Your medical records, SSI payments, all sorts of things that are important.
All kinds of stuff opened up before you receive it.
Right.
Or if it looks like a check, it has a little glassine thing, it's kind of ripped like someone moved in to see how much.
So we are continuing to aggressively pursue that litigation. And we will.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for letting me know about that, because I had no idea.
Tim, 2 more questions.
2 more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. Well, the biggest loss to rent-controlled housing is from privatization into condos and TICs of our rental housing. I lost my home of 27 years, a lifetime, in the Haight-Ashbury. My apartment was sold out from under me for $500,000. So, you know, there is the law that they can't get a condo permit if they LSAC, but what they do instead is they drive you to sign papers that you're moving voluntarily, and if you don't sign them, they LSAC anyway and, you know, end up making a big profit with their TICs, you know, but not as much as they would have if they got the condo. So why is the city allowing over 1,000 apartments a year in San Francisco to get permits as TICs or condos? Why don't they shut down this privatization by limiting the number of permits each year that they'll give for these conversions, the way that they have a condo lottery and limit how many apartments can be made into TICs can be made into condos?
I don't know the answer. I'll look at it. I don't have an answer for you.
Because we need some way to stop all of our rental housing from being privatized.
I agree.
Could I just clarify for you? First of all, TICs are not regulated, so there is no permit or anything you have to get out to create a TIC or to sell a TIC. It's all unregulated. It's not a condo. A condo happens when the people in that TIC apply for subdivision, and the subdivision process happes.
Yeah, but they gut the building, they tore out all the walls.
No, absolutely.
Why are those permits allowed to happen?
There's definitely need for, we need to look at possible regulations for TICs and definitely restrictions on TICs, but that's a whole.
We'll look at that.
John? That's the last question.
I have benefited from the Shelter Plus Care program out of the City Hall, but I was on the list to get it for 28 months before my name came up. Fortunately, it's really good housing, but considering how many vacant dwellings there are in the city and the amount of people that are homeless, and 80% of those people are veterans like myself, is there anything, if you were to become mayor, that you can do to expand this program of Shelter Plus Care so people aren't waiting 2 years to get into a place?
How many units are on that? Do you know?
Shelter Plus Care? They have a lot of subsidies. It's a federal program. There's nothing that the city can do. But there are local subsidies.
Is there a preference for veterans?
All over the place now.
Yeah.
But we're not treated like, you know, if I was at Section 8 housing, I'm a medical cannabis patient. I could not be at Section 8 if I was ratted on by my neighbor. I'd lose everything. Where I'm at now, it may be counted as federal funds, but we are allowed. We're a harm reduction building, and because of medical cannabis, we have a positive thing going on. People aren't doing their old bad habits anymore because they're allowed to be, you know, and.
Well, we need to be doing what we can to be supportive.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.